So I wanted to share with you the results continuing from yesterday of the stock that I bought. I put $100 in. I'm going to go ahead and open it up so you can see. It is currently has surpassed $19, as you can see. I bought it for $14.57, so it has earned me a total of 33% so far. I put in $100 and I now have over $130. So this is a very good return in 24 hours. I am going to show you my messages so you can see what I actually did and when I did it. So I'll just open this very quickly. Okay, you can see that I bought $100 of this May 5th at 9:30 a.m. So that's yesterday. So this is not something that I bought a long time ago and I've been holding or anything. This is something I literally just bought yesterday morning, 24 hours ago, right, at $14.57 a share. And I set it up at 1:51 in the morning. I just set it to buy $100, so I didn't have to be there at 9:30. In fact, I think I was asleep when this was bought, right? Because at 1:51 a.m. all I did was just go to it and tell it to buy $100, and then once the market opens at 9:30, the stock was bought. I bought $100 of it, and the price went up, and it kept going up. And you can see it's still up. Right now, one of the main things that I pointed out, however, in that other video, is that I was using a Google Sheet to do some pattern analysis based on the days of the week and the tendencies. Alright, looking at the days of the week, pulling up first of all the stock data on this page very easily just by typing in the symbol and by giving it a date range or number of days that I want to look at in the past. Right, the symbol, by the way, is UVXY. These are the number of days. I then analyze the days of the week, the different averages, seeing that Thursday has the lowest average and that Monday has the highest, but also seeing the gap between those averages being almost 3%, being a pretty significant gap, which you would know only if you've looked at enough of these. You begin to realize what a decent sized gap is. And this is for the open price, by the way. This row is just the open price, and I explained this in more detail and kind of took you through the process a bit more in the video I made yesterday. But today I just wanted to mention that that was kind of the whole point, that I was using a Google Sheet to try to identify some patterns and then play on those patterns and kind of see what happens, right? So in this case I said, well, you know what, I'm going to buy it on Thursday on its lowest average at open and just see what happens Friday and see what happens Monday. Now it did go up in this case, which is great, but didn't have to, right? It could have gone the other way, and that's the risk factor involved in trading. There's no guarantees. In this particular case, some people might say I got lucky. All right, some people might say, well, it's also, you know, part of luck, but it's also identifying a pattern that is common and taking advantage of that pattern, right? Which really comes from the data and looking at the prices on these 3 days, Thursday through Monday, to see if it's common for them to go up. As we see here, this was back in February. You see how these prices seem to commonly, between Thursday and Monday, in this case Tuesday because there was no Monday here, and we see how those between those 3 days they mostly go up, but there's some times that it went down. As we can see in this case, it went down. This was February 24th to February 28th, right? So it's not, like I said, it's not, you know, there's no guarantee that it will always happen, but the point is that if you go through these, you will see that it happened often. Does that mean it will always happen in the future? Not necessarily, but it could be a regular pattern, and there are other things that I look at, and I kind of mentioned a bit more in the other video, and I will over time get into a little bit more of what I'm looking at, but this is definitely a positive result in this particular at this particular time, in this particular instant, where again 24 hours ago, you saw the date and time on messages, and today's May 6th, 9:53 a.m. So in just 24 hours, it has earned 33%, and really this is something that is like effortless, because literally all you have to do is go to buy. All I did at 1:15 a.m. Yesterday is I went to buy right here. Right, you open this up, you go to buy. I put in 100, and if you order, you go through the process and you buy $100, and that's it. Right, I did that at 1:51 a.m. and then at 9:30 when the market opened up, it bought. So it's really, when it works, or just in general, this can be like extremely passive. I think the ultimate form of passive, because there's nothing else that you have to do except literally click a button. As far as the actual, of course you have to do analysis and stuff, but as far as the actual trading goes, all you're doing is really clicking a button, sent to buy. So when it does work, this is really a great thing. And that's basically it. If you want to actually start trading, sign up on Robinhood. I have a link for that, which is a good idea. Robinhood works great on your phone as an app, and also works great this way on your computer, laptop, desktop, whatever you have. So it works great either way. And there's a link, and this is a good way just to kind of get started and get a copy of this Google Sheet as well. I have a link which you can use to do, and this is just one particular form of analysis that I like to do. I'm not a heavy trader. I'm a very light trader at this point, really just kind of learning it actually for the past year or so. But this is a particular form of analysis that I'm doing, and I'm sharing with you, and is possible with the power of Google Finance, which is a function of Google that pulls data and is free. There's nothing, you don't have to pay Google anything to do this. It's just a function inside of Google called Google Finance that pulls the stock data. You just have to know the Excel functions and the mathematics to do all this, which I've already done for you using Excel formulas. So all you have to do is just type in the symbol, and it's going to pull up this data, and you can just take a look at it and see what you put some of your own symbols that you like in here, and then check this and see how it comes out as far as the days of the week. You might find some interesting things, interesting patterns. So go ahead and do that, and then let me know. You can contact me directly, or you could leave a comment, question, or suggestion at the bottom of this video. Either way is fine. And again, you see the result here. Before I go, I bought for $14.57. It is now at $19.46. So that is a 33% increase. And so that's how much I actually make, right? I put in 100. Now I have $133. Right, so this is my profit right here, the $33.29, 46 cents. So I think it's pretty good. But anyway, Mr. Mark, this is Google Sheets for stocks, and I look forward to either hearing from you directly or seeing you around on the channel.